Welcome to our video, 10 ways your body tells you you're eating too much sugar, and how to fix it. In today's episode, we'll delve into the subtle yet telling signs your body exhibits when it's overloaded with sugar. From energy crashes to stubborn cravings, these symptoms can impact your everyday life in ways you might not even realize. Join us as we explore how to recognize these signals and take actionable steps to regain control over your health. Let's uncover the sweet truth behind sugar and learn how to kick the habit for good. 1. Your energy crashes like a roller coaster. Less than P greater than that afternoon slump isn't just about needing another cup of coffee. It might be your body screaming about too much sugar. When you eat sugar, you get a quick burst of energy followed by a sharp drop that leaves you feeling jittery and anxious, known as the dreaded sugar crash. Sugar delivers temporary energy, but the subsequent crash can leave you feeling drained and constantly fatigued. Think of it like a carnival ride that shoots you up high, then drops you down fast, except this ride happens inside your body multiple times a day. High sugar intake causes sharp energy spikes followed by sudden crashes, leading to mental fatigue, poor concentration, and mood swings. The average American consumes around 17 teaspoons, 71.14 grams, of added sugar per day. Less than P greater than. 2. Your skin breaks out more than a teenager. Less than P greater than. If you're wondering why your skin looks like a connect-the-dots puzzle, sugar might be the culprit. A diet high in refined carbs, including sugary foods and drinks, has been associated with a higher risk of developing acne, as consuming sugary foods can cause a spike in blood sugar and insulin levels, leading to increased androgen secretion, oil production, and inflammation. High sugar intake increases androgen secretion, which can trigger acne, wrinkles, and premature aging. It's like your skin is throwing a tantrum every time you reach for that candy bar. After quitting added sugar, individuals notice clearer and glowing skin with no acne. Research shows that people living in areas with traditional, non-processed diets have significantly lower acne rates than those consuming modern, sugar-heavy foods. Less than P greater than. 3. Your brain feels like it's swimming in fog. Less than P greater than. Ever feel like your thoughts are moving through thick molasses? Brain fog after a sugary meal or drink occurs when sugar affects the brain's neurotransmitters, especially dopamine, which controls mood, motivation, and focus. Excessive added sugar intake promotes inflammation, insulin resistance, and stress in the body, which over time can damage neurons and disrupt communication. It's like trying to think clearly while wearing sunglasses indoors. Everything becomes hazy and difficult to process. Studies suggest that excess sugar increases the risk of developing memory problems and cognitive decline over time, but reducing sugar intake can improve mental clarity, focus, and overall mood. Individuals report experiencing mental clarity, reduced brain fog, and an overall improvement in cognitive function after changing their diet. Less than P greater than. 4. You can't stop craving more sweet stuff. Less than P greater than. Sugar addiction is real, and your body treats it surprisingly similar to hard drugs. Eating sugar gives your brain a surge of dopamine, which explains why you're more likely to crave candy than healthy foods, and because whole foods don't cause the brain to release as much dopamine, your brain starts to need more and more sugar to get that same feeling of pleasure. Several studies show that sugar is more addictive than cocaine, with refined sugar having a similar effect to illegal drugs and activating the same opioid receptors in our brains. Sugar is highly addictive, and the more you consume, the more you crave, leading to a cycle of constant sugar consumption. It's like your brain becomes a demanding toddler that won't stop asking for more cookies. Because sugar causes the release of dopamine and other drug-like effects, excessive consumption can lead to the same behaviors seen in drug addictions, such as binging, tolerance, intense cravings, withdrawal, and dependence. Less than P greater than. 5. The scale keeps climbing despite your efforts. Less than P greater than. That stubborn weight gain might not be from eating too much food, it could be from eating too much sugar. Foods with added sugars are usually calorie-dense but aren't great sources of filling nutrients like protein and fiber, requiring you to consume much more to feel full, which can contribute to unintentional weight gain. One of the most visible effects of excess sugar is unwanted weight gain, as sugary foods and drinks are loaded with empty calories and little to no nutritional value. Excess sugar equals extra calories with no fiber or protein, leading to hunger and overeating, while also triggering insulin production, which promotes fat storage, especially in the belly area. Think of sugar as empty calories wearing a disguise. They sneak into your diet without providing any real nutrition but still count toward your daily calorie total. High added sugar intake can disrupt your body's normal metabolic processes, influencing hormones like insulin that regulate fat storage and hunger, leading to a cycle of increased caloric intake and hormonal imbalance. Less than, P greater than. 6. Your mood swings like a pendulum. Less than P greater than. If your emotions feel like they're on a wild ride, your sugar intake might be to blame. Fluctuating blood sugar levels can cause rapid mood swings, irritability, and increased anxiety, with studies linking high sugar intake to a greater risk of depression. Studies have linked a high sugar intake to a greater risk of depression in adults. If you find you're more irritable, or your family complains about your mood swings, that can be another indicator of diabetes, as diabetes causes fatigue, which can increase moodiness, and high glucose affects the brain. It's like your emotions are riding a seesaw that never finds balance. Research suggests that high sugar intake can contribute to mood swings, anxiety, and even depression, as the rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels can negatively impact mental well-being. Less than, P greater than. 7. You're always thirsty and running to the bathroom. Less than, P greater than. Constantly feeling parched and making frequent bathroom trips. Your body might be trying to flush out excess sugar. Frequent urination occurs when blood sugar levels are high enough to spill into your urine, and when your kidneys can't keep up with the amount of glucose, they allow some of it to go into your urine, meaning you have to urinate often, including at night. Extreme thirst is another common early symptom of diabetes, tied to high blood sugar levels and worsened by frequent urination, and often drinking won't satisfy the thirst. Think of your kidneys as overworked filters trying to process more sugar than they can handle. Common early signs include fatigue, increased thirst, frequent cravings for sweets, mood swings, acne, and weight gain, and if you experience these symptoms, it may be time to assess your sugar intake. Less than, P greater than. 8. Your joints ache like you ran a marathon. Less than, P greater than. That mysterious joint pain might not be from your weekend warrior activities. It could be inflammation from too much sugar. Regularly consuming high amounts of sugar has been linked to arthritis and inflammation-related joint pain. Symptoms include bloating, joint pain, skin issues, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating after sugary meals, but cutting down on sugary foods can significantly reduce inflammation in your body and improve your overall health. Added sugar intake can promote inflammation in the body, and this can cause stress on the heart and blood vessels, which can lead to increased blood pressure. Imagine sugar as tiny irritants floating through your bloodstream, causing your joints to become inflamed and painful. Excessive added sugar intake promotes inflammation, insulin resistance, and stress in the body. Less than, P greater than. 9. You toss and turn all night. Less than, P greater than. If counting sheep isn't working, maybe you should count your daily sugar grams instead. Eating sugary foods, especially before bed, can cause a spike in energy levels, making it harder to fall asleep, and studies indicate that poor sleep quality is linked to high sugar intake. Sugar is like having an unwelcome houseguest that keeps you awake when you should be resting. Your body needs stable blood sugar levels to maintain proper sleep cycles, but too much sugar disrupts this natural rhythm. When you consume sugar late in the day, it's like setting off fireworks in your system when you're trying to wind down for sleep. The energy surge from sugar can keep your mind racing and your body restless, making quality sleep nearly impossible. Less than, P greater than. 10. Your blood pressure reads like a warning sign. And less than, P greater than. While most people blame salt for high blood pressure, sugar might be the real villain hiding in plain sight. While sodium is commonly linked to high blood pressure, research in the BMJ Open Heart Journal suggests that reducing sugar intake is more important for maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. Diets high in added sugar can contribute to high blood pressure by promoting weight gain and increasing insulin resistance, both of which are risk factors for hypertension. Added sugar intake can promote inflammation in the body, and this can cause stress on the heart and blood vessels, which can lead to increased blood pressure. Think of excess sugar as putting extra pressure on your cardiovascular system, like trying to push thick syrup through narrow pipes. High sugar intake is associated with a 40–50% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and consuming sugary drinks regularly can increase the risk of heart disease by 20–30%. Less than, P greater than. 11. How to break free from sugar's grip. Less than P greater than. Breaking up with sugar doesn't have to be as dramatic as throwing away every sweet thing in your kitchen. Reading product labels can be a helpful first step to lowering your added sugar intake, and you can also limit added sugars by choosing whole foods and full-fat foods over processed and low-fat versions. If you choose to enjoy a favorite treat high in sugar, practice eating a smaller portion than usual and enjoy it fully by chewing slowly and savoring it, as your taste buds can adjust to sweetness levels and you may notice your sweets cravings lessen. Whole foods haven't been processed or refined and are free of additives and other artificial substances, including whole fruits, legumes, whole grains, vegetables, and meat on the bone. Start by swapping sugary drinks for water with fruit slices, choosing fresh fruit over processed desserts, and cooking more meals at home where you control the ingredients. Cooking at home is one of the most effective ways to reduce your sugar intake, and when baking, you can typically cut the amount of sugar by 1/3 without affecting the taste. Remember, adults and young adults in the US consume on average about 17 teaspoons of added sugar every day, more than 2 to 3 times the recommended daily allowance. Small changes add up to big results. Your body will thank you for every teaspoon you eliminate. 12. The sweet science. What happens when you actually cut back? Here's where things get really interesting. Your body starts changing within just 72 hours of reducing sugar intake. You might feel cranky or get headaches at first. That's your brain literally going through withdrawal, but push through because the payoff is incredible. Within a week, most people notice their energy levels stabilize instead of riding that exhausting roller coaster of sugar highs and crashes. Your taste buds begin their amazing transformation too, becoming more sensitive to natural sweetness in foods like carrots or apples that might have tasted bland before. The most shocking change? Your cravings for sugary foods can drop by up to 80% within just 2 weeks, according to recent studies. It's like your body finally remembers what real hunger feels like instead of those fake sugar-driven urges that used to control your day. 13. The unexpected places sugar hides, and why food labels lie. You've probably been sabotaging your sugar detox without even knowing it, because sugar companies are masters at playing hide and seek with ingredient lists. That innocent-looking tomato sauce in your pantry? It's packing more sugar per serving than some cookies. Your healthy granola bar might contain 7 different types of sugar, cleverly disguised with names like brown rice syrup, agave nectar, and dextrose. Here's the sneaky part. Food manufacturers split sugar into multiple ingredients so it doesn't appear as the first item on the label, making you think you're eating something wholesome. Even foods marketed as no sugar added can be loaded with concentrated fruit juices that spike your blood sugar just as much as regular sugar. The most shocking offender? Many pasta sauces contain more sugar per serving than a chocolate chip cookie, yet we pour them on thinking we're making a healthy dinner choice.